Pleasure is not a weakness, it is a natural function of Venus. The soul is designed to receive enjoyment, beauty, comfort, affection, taste, and harmony. These experiences nourish life and create softness in the nervous system. The problem begins when pleasure is used to regulate safety. When pleasure becomes the primary way to soothe pain, avoid emptiness, or confirm worth, it shifts into attachment. Enjoyment is no longer free. It becomes necessary. Venus does not create this dependence. Experience does. This slide reframes pleasure as healthy and essential, while preparing us to see how attachment forms when pleasure carries fear. Attachment forms when pleasure compensates for something missing. If affection replaced stability, the soul clings to affection. If beauty replaced self-worth, the soul clings to appearance. If comfort replaced safety, the soul clings to routines. These patterns are intelligent responses to earlier conditions. Venus records what reduced discomfort and repeats it. Over time, repetition hardens into dependency. This is why attachment feels urgent, loss feels threatening, and pleasure carries anxiety. Understanding this removes shame. Attachment is not weakness, it is memory asking for update. When pleasure is attached, it stops being nourishing. Enjoyment becomes guarded, fear of loss enters the body. The mind begins to manage outcomes, relationships strain, habits intensify, choice narrows. Venus under attachment asks the world to stabilize what the self has not yet stabilized internally. This creates cycles of craving and disappointment. The cost is not pleasure itself. The cost is freedom. Recognizing this is the turning point where Venus can shift from dependence to balance. Healthy Venus enjoys without possessing. It receives fully, then releases naturally. There is appreciation without grasping, connection without ownership. This is not detachment, it is security. When pleasure is allowed to pass, it becomes richer, not weaker. The nervous system learns that enjoyment does not equal survival. Venus matures when pleasure stops being used to fill fear and starts being used to celebrate presence. This is where desire relaxes and choice widens. Venus's lesson is balance. Pleasure is welcomed. Attachment is questioned. When enjoyment no longer carries fear, value stabilizes. Self-worth stops negotiating with outcomes. Desire becomes guidance, not compulsion. This balance does not remove pleasure from life. It restores peace to pleasure. Here, Venus begins true integration, where wanting aligns with truth and enjoyment coexists with freedom. Subscribe to Karmic scripts, master your map. Master your direction.